Hi, I'm Heyzeus, and this video is about how you can profit from the CS20 case, sponsored by Loot Bear, a skin rental service where you can play with your favourite skins for a fraction of the price, as well as being a marketplace with 0% fees. More about them later. Anyway, yesterday when Valve teased the 1.6 knife for CSGO, Anomaly came out and threw a bit of a gauntlet to the devs on Twitter. Now, if you don't know who Anomaly is, well, Anomaly is a pretty big guy, and he also has a large social media following, and basically what he said is that to get hyped about the new case, it was going to take more than the 1.6 knife. It was going to take some good skins as well. Now, I don't know if Anomaly is more positive about this case than me, but I have to say, I think Valve have kind of dropped the ball here. I mean, they had so many amazing skins to choose from, and I'm kind of disappointed with what's made it in. I mean, there are some bangers in here, like the AUG Wildfire, really impressive. The FAMAS Commemoration, really impressive. I really like the P250 Inferno. I'm happy to see that one made it, but otherwise, I'm just not impressed. I mean, we've got this AUG Death by Puppy. This is the second classified AUG in a row. There was one in the Prisma case, and this isn't even a particularly good looking skin. If it was restricted, it'd probably be okay, but as a classified skin, and then a lot of people seem to be going ooh-ah about the P90 nostalgia, but I gotta be honest, like, sure, it's got that classic artwork on it, but I think this is a dingy and not very, good looking skin. Like, the fact it's got classic artwork on it doesn't automatically make it good, and I don't think it is very good. And the MP9 Hydra, once again, it's not terrible, but it's not amazing either. And just the rest of the case in general, like, they've had so many exciting skins to choose from, and I'm feeling like when I look at this as a collection, kind of let down. Although I do like the Aztec, I'm glad this skin made it in, I think it's pretty good. I will say though, this sticker capsule is much more up to standard. The Dragon Lore sticker in particular has been very well received. I think it looks really nice. Although, funny story, so the guy who made this sticker, he got 4 stickers in the capsule overall, and he still came out and started bitching about the fact that other people got stickers in this capsule too. Like, he started saying how it was a personal failure on his part that others made it in. He started talking about how it would have been in Valve's business interest to exclude other artists. I mean, bloody hell, dude. If you don't want to share a capsule with other artist stickers, don't enter them into a community sticker design competition. You were never going to get a whole capsule to yourself, and I don't know how you ever convinced yourself that was a possibility. Although I still like your stickers, they are really good designs, and in general I like this capsule a lot. There's some really nice Easter eggs, some really nice holos, it's good. But the reality is, we only really care about one thing in this video, and that's making some cold hard cash. And after I got up this morning, checked my phone, noticed a message from Steam from a friend complaining about how shit the new case was, well, I set to work trying to figure out how to make some money from this thing with trade-ups. And this is where I ran into a problem, because I prepared for a similar case to the Prisma case, and with the Prisma case, you could do these spam trade-ups with certain filler skins and use them to try and farm Aetherises, but the CS20 case has such shit restricted skins that you can't actually make money doing that. In fact, the Aetheris is still miles more expensive than any of the restricted skins in the new case. So my plan was kind of ruined, and in desperation, I turned to the nuclear option, trading up for the AUG. Now, I started really shortly after the case was released. I wanted to get in nice and quick, so I tried out this trade up. So we're using 6 minimal wear and field tested skins from the CSGO Weapons Case 20 and 4 field tested skins from the CS20 case. And I was aiming for a minimal wear Phoenix. I had a 28% chance of getting it, although I was so early that CSGO Exchange literally wouldn't show the CS20 skins as outcomes, but believe me, this is a pretty simple trade up. You can actually try this at home so long as you don't mind how risky it is, and it cost me roughly 100 Australian dollars. So let's have a look at what happened. A little bit nerve-wracking, 30% chance of it working out. I think about 30%, maybe slightly less. Okay, here we go. Fuck yes! Right, so I hope that didn't deafen anyone. I turned down the volume quite a bit. So this trade up went pretty well for me, and it's a very, very, good looking skin when you bring it in game. By the way, I decided to take it into deathmatch to try it out for a bit. Got a really warm reception from the locals, by the way. Some of them called me a cunt, which when you translate it from Australian into English is actually like a term of affection here. And then I sold it for like $150 profit, so like not bad, right? But I still wanted to get a better image of the trade up in CSGO Exchange, so people could use it as a reference, because this is actually a pretty nice trade up. So later in the day, when I knew CSGO Exchange had been updated, I went in and bought the inputs for another one of these trade ups. Unfortunately, it turned out that when they updated CSGO Exchange, they'd left the FAMAS out. So this trade up is still broken. It doesn't show the right outputs, although at least you can see what skins I'm using here. And at this point, I figured I'd just record the trade up. I mean, I'd already made $150. Who cares that I'll probably lose? I mean, I didn't even bother recording my reactions. And that was probably a mistake. So now I've made more like $300. I'm liking this case a lot more now. I think I'm a fan, but it does raise the question, what cheaper trade ups are possible? Is there anything that isn't super high risk, super high return? Well, there is this. So this is a pretty simple trade up, 10 field tested restricted skins. You need to keep the average float below 0.26, but that's super easy. And after that, it's pretty much plug and play. You'll lose money on the MP9, but you'll make it on the P90 and the AUG. So it's really simple, really easy. You can make money consistently. It's a great little trade up. And now that we've got this weapon here for a closer look, I'm assuming this is a Death by Kitty reference with inverted colors, which makes sense since, cats and dogs are supposed to be sort of opposites, or at least they don't get along. So, I mean, I don't know how popular the Death by Kitty really is. I don't think it actually is that iconic, but obviously someone at the Valve offices must love it. Also, you can do this exact same trade up with minimal wear skins, and it's really the exact same trade up in principle. The only difference is you need an average float of less than 0.12 this time. Otherwise, it is exactly the same trade up. You can even slip in some field tested skins to increase your profit margins. Now, at this point, these are the two trade ups I'd recommend focusing on if you want to make money from this collection. They're not very sexy, but they're great if you're looking to profit. And give it some time, I think there'll be a lot more good trade ups that emerge from here. So I will wrap things up with that. If you enjoyed this vid, please like, comment, subscribe. It'd be hugely appreciated. A huge thank you to our sponsors at LootBear. LootBear is a site that lets you rent your favorite skins for a fraction of the cost. Just choose a monthly rental plan that suits you. You can rent multiple skins at once, swapping them out as you please. If you want to try something else, there's an inventory of over $1 million worth of skins to choose from. You can trial for free for 8 days. You can get discounts by buying multiple months up front, and you can get 10% more off if you use the code Heyzeus. It's convenient, and it's way cheaper than buying stuff directly. And on top of that, it also has a marketplace where you can buy and sell skins for real money that you can cash out. A 0% sales fee. That's right, no sales fee at all. And that, speaks for itself. So I'll leave a link to them in the description. Check it out. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your gut. I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching. See ya.